All right, guys, just got back from the gym. We picked up coffee on the way home, and can you be quiet? I'm filming. This is the gingerbread oat milk latte. I'm giving this thing a 7 out of 10. So for those of you that don't know, I'm training for a 10-mile race in January, outdoors. Yes, I don't know what I'm doing. And then a couple marathons later this year. So that's kind of our goals. So during this time in the off season, if you will, a lot of time is being dedicated to strength training, stretching, and then obviously just building up the mileage slowly. Hi, can you get down, please? Because nope, you want my strings on my nice Express hoodie. No, this is terrible. I normally do not get any food until I shower, so I'm gonna hit the shower real quick. We start out with warm water for a couple minutes and soap up, and then we swap it to cold water for the last minute and just go for it. So I don't have any cold plunge tub or anything fancy since we're in an apartment. Now it is time for breakfast. I'm just gonna make my typical breakfast. I probably have this like 4 days a week, so it's my most consistent breakfast. So we're gonna make that, and then we gotta finish getting ready for work, and then we gotta go work. We also need to make our coffee today, so we're gonna do that and then make breakfast. For December 13th, our coffee of the day is from Malawi. Is that how you say that? This coffee is a 3 out of 5 in terms of intensity. This is a medium roast. The acidity is medium as well. And the taste notes here are gonna be peach and pear. So let's try today's coffee of the day. Okay, and as always, I'm gonna pour it into a smaller cup just so I can try it so it cools a little bit faster. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a 6.8 out of 10. There's nothing more in depth than that. I just drink and I give my opinion. 6.8 out of 10. Deal with it. So we're gonna eat this here, and then we're gonna get ready to go into work for the day. All right, guys, welcome to a day in the life as a chiropractor and pretty much everything else I do, which is training for marathons and now making YouTube videos and working out as well. So I'm currently on my way to work right now. So we're gonna head into the office and I'll kind of show you and talk you through some of the stuff that I do for a regular work day as a chiropractor. Obviously with HIPAA, there's only so much I can really dive into at a certain surface level. So I'll show you as much as I can and kind of talk you through in a condensed form of what I do in a day. Alrighty, so for a day in the life as a typical chiropractor, for me, I want to start by showing you the room that we're in. So this is my adjustment room. This is what I treat patients out of. This is where I do physicals. This is the table that I adjust them on. For a typical visit, if you're coming into the office, I'll probably hold up a spine. I'll probably point out some anatomy and then help you pinpoint what's going on with your pain by doing a physical exam. We also have a lot of useful patient education tools. I like to do more than just tell the patient what I'm going to do. I like to show them a little bit about the nervous system, and we do a brief dive into the anatomy of what's going on. There are a lot of problems that people come in to the chiropractor for. So a couple examples of these are things like arthritis, so the different joint pains that they're having. Headaches are really common as well, but also things like carpal tunnel and disc bulges as well. So there's all kinds of different problems. That is why most of the time we take x-rays on our patients. You've probably seen on TikTok people getting adjusted before. It looks fun, it sounds cool, and they put the microphone by there. But really the reality is we have to take x-rays because we want to see what's going on. It takes all the guesswork out of it, so it allows me to look at the spine, look at their anatomy, and make sure everything is safe. So typically with my patients, I do a lot of manual adjusting, so cracking and popping is what you're probably used to hearing with that. There are patients though that don't like that as much, so it's nice to have a drop table to use a little bit lighter force. Other things chiropractors deal with are TMJ problems. We even adjust things like the scapula and the shoulder joint as well as all other kind of extremities, including the bones in the wrist, especially for people with carpal tunnel, and yes, we do adjust ribs. I constantly change the face paper as well. Each patient gets a new piece of face paper, obviously, but people are always shocked when they get up and they see all the grease stains they left behind. It's perfectly normal, but it is definitely kind of embarrassing. Other things we do here is we have exercises and stretching routines and different therapies we do with our patients, as well as this magic button. When I press this, that tells the front desk to send the patients back to me, and then we begin our treatment. Alrighty, heading off on my lunch break right now. I usually have about a 2-hour lunch break, sometimes 3, it depends on the next patient schedules. But today is gonna be about 2 hours. So I'm using that time to meet up with one of my best friends, and we're gonna go get some Mexican food. Although I did just eat that giant breakfast, so I'm not as hungry as I probably should be, but we'll eat either way. Alright, so just got home from lunch with my friend. We got some Mexican food and hung out there for quite a while. I haven't seen him in like 2 months probably, so we got together and talked for a while. Normally on a typical day, I get like a 2-hour lunch break. So normally it's from 12 to like 2:45 or 3, depending on when patient schedule. But today I don't have another appointment till like 4 p.m. So even with a 2-hour lunch break, I still change. So typically I come home, feed Luna, change, and then usually I'm either editing a video or watching some YouTube. That's my honest routine. I don't spend a lot of time on social media in the morning, so like in the afternoon when there's not much going on, I will usually do that. As far as my schedule goes, I do not work Thursdays, and I only work like 2 to 5 on Tuesdays. If there's a lot of patients or less, that kind of changes my schedule. Mondays and Fridays are usually my busiest days, and I'm usually 9 to noon and then 3 to 5 typically. Part of the reason I have so much free time that I'm able to wake up at 5 a.m., train for marathons, work out, go to work, come home, edit, film, do all this stuff is because my wife and I, for the past couple months, have been in a long distance marriage because she's in school for chiropractic as well in Iowa, and I live in Ohio. So we're about 7 hours apart. We see each other probably once a month, but we FaceTime every day, we talk every day. So in total, we will have been in long distance for like 7 or 8 months, I think. It's not easy being in a long distance marriage. The nice thing for me though, to keep my sanity, is we're in constant communication. That would be my first tip if I'm giving tips. I guess I am. Be in constant communication. Just always be snapping or texting or just seeing what they're up to. The second thing is, on my end of it, I can only speak for myself, is getting a routine. For me, it's wake up at 5 a.m., go to the gym, work out early, take cold showers, stretch, like take care of your body so you feel physically good. I also need to be training for a marathon, so I really have no choice. So our long distance marriage will be coming to an end, the long distance part, not the marriage part, in January. So I think at the end of January or early February, she's moving back here. So we have some of our stuff here, and then she's gonna bring some of her stuff from Iowa, and we're gonna combine them into this apartment here, and we will live here for the next couple months until we decide what we're gonna do next. All right, now that our time has flown by, we are gonna get ready to go back to work, and then we're gonna see a few more patients for about an hour and a half, and then we're gonna come back here and finish off our day. By far the worst part of my day is getting done and looking outside and seeing that it is pretty much already nighttime. It's not really, but with the whole time change thing, it makes it feel like it's midnight by the time I get out of work. And that is a big reason why I try and get up early and get all my running and filming and all my everyday stuff done and out of the way, so that by the time I'm done with work, I don't have to go home and do anything. I just get to go home, edit, watch some YouTube, and just relax for the night. I'm sure Luna is in there awaiting dinner, and I am too, so let's go in so both of us can eat. I don't think I mentioned this, but I had a beef burrito with rice for lunch at the restaurant, so I'm gonna stick with chicken for tonight. Thank you guys for watching an entire day in the life of a chiropractor and somebody training for a marathon and working out and making YouTube videos and all the stuff that I'm trying to do right now. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys learned something. If you guys have any questions about my current training, my diet, chiropractic, any of the stuff that I do for work, let me know down below so I can answer that in future videos. Maybe if I start getting more questions, I could do a little Q&A, but Q&As are really cringy when you only get one question. But if you ask one question, I will answer it. It's that simple, okay? Thank you guys for watching and being a part of this whole day with me. I thought I'd do something Christmassy and festive, so enjoy 3 to 5 seconds of my favorite Christmas song. Guys, I'll see you in the next video.